and thank you for checking out the 2021 STEM Festival video series that's being put on by the Wicomico County Libraries. My name is Vicki.
And I'm Brian.
And we work at the Center Branch Library in Wicomico County. This year our theme is going to be health and wellness. So we will be doing a series of videos focusing on healthy eating and healthy activities. I'll be doing a video series on cooking and making really healthy snacks and treats and meals.
And I'll be doing some demonstrations on some exercises you can do with equipment you might have around the house, or like how to make your own, that kind of thing.
And some of these videos that Mr. Brian is doing involving equipment, we will actually be having a take and make kit that you can pick up from your local library as well.
If we run out of take and make kits though, I'll have a list of materials going along with the videos to show you what you need to get to make your own equipment.
Be sure to explore all the other great STEM festival programs that are being put on all around the state by various libraries. You can check those out at the MarylandSTEMFest.org. That's www.mdstemfest.org. There'll be a list of all the different activities you can do, and we do hope you enjoy. And now on to the video. Welcome to the Maryland STEM Festival 2021. My name is Vicki and I work at the Center Branch Library in Wicomico County. And this video series is all about healthy eating and healthy cooking. This video, we're going to show you how to make air-fried vegetables. This is also a recipe you can use your stove for if you like, and I will give instructions after we do our initial recipe. It's going to be put together the same way. The only thing that's going to change is how long you cook it and what you use to cook it. So what we're going to do is air-fried cauliflower. And I know, cauliflower, but if you make it right, it can be absolutely delicious. So what we have for our ingredients today is a head of cauliflower. I use a small one. Depending on how many you're cooking for, you can use a larger one if you like. You'll need breadcrumbs to make a bread coating, eggs to help it stick and add a little extra protein, salt, pepper, seasonings as you wish. A lot of times I like to put garlic or paprika in mine. We're going to do simple and plain because salt and pepper works just fine. So let's get started on demolishing this cauliflower head, and we're going to put a herding on it. So first thing I like to do, and if you compost, you can always save these, and I've actually seen recipes where people actually stir fry these and make a little like a stir fry out of the cauliflower stem. I haven't tried it myself. I can't, testify to what it tastes like, but can't imagine it being bad. So we're just going to pull the big leaves off. We can leave the smaller ones on because we're just going to take that stem off later, but this gets it out of the way. Get all those leaves off. And like I said, if you've got a bunny rabbit, feed your bunny rabbit. If you've got a compost. This is the portion of the program where we're going to encourage you to find a grown-up or have very close grown-up supervision. We're working with a knife today. I have a lovely little guard on mine, but once I release that, this is super sharp, so you want to make sure you keep your fingers out of the way and have a grown-up supervise and or do this for you. I like to trim off because this is a pretty long stem. Trim off a little extra, just because it's going to get in the way. Clear off your cutting board. I usually cut an X into the bottom of the cauliflower stem, and then I go all Hulk on it. I just break it in half. Sometimes cauliflower flies across the kitchen. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So we just pull that off, and once you pull that off, because when I cut it in quarters, it's much easier. Oh, look, hang on, you need to stay. This goes over in the compost pile or trash or whatever. And we're left with little cauliflower florets. Now, depending on how big you'd like them, I like to keep them about this big, but you can always cut them in half if you want like smaller pieces. There's no real right size to break it into. Just break it into florets. So this is something you can do this yourself. Again, you don't need a knife for this. Although when you store your knife, if you are using a knife with supervision, best practice is to place it blade side away from you. So if you're messing around with things on the cutting board, you're not accidentally going to hit it with your finger. Or if you do, you'll hit the dull side, which isn't going to hurt you. It shouldn't. And face it away. And at the top of the cutting board, you're less likely to knock it on the floor. So there we go. Sometimes you get these big old knots of stem. It's a little tough. You can still cook them. They're just a little tougher than I like. So I cut them off. All right, so we've got our, cauliflower florets already done here. So we're going to start our breading. Start the breading first, and then we'll work on the wash, which is super easy. It's just eggs. I'm using this Regular old breadcrumbs from the grocery store, nothing too terribly fancy. They're not even seasoned, which is why we have salt and pepper. You can buy the Italian seasoned ones, and they're nice because they already have the seasoning to them. About a cup to start. You can always add more if you find that you're utilizing more than you thought. So we have our salt. I'm going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and you can use a measuring spoon. That's absolutely your call. I measure with my heart. A lot of times when it comes to seasoning, I like it a little spicy, so I'm adding in a little extra pepper to it because I like the spice. So you can either get your fingers in there and give it a little toss, make sure all those seasonings are nice and mixed in like that. So we're going to start on our wash. I don't know why I'm using the big bowl for that, but I like the shallow bowl for the dipping because it tends to go farther. I'm going to cover this because if I leave it uncovered, I will knock it off the table. You're making noise. So I'm using an air fryer today. You may have one at your house. They're super popular these days. Usually you have the basket version where you have like a little basket you pull out, and you can totally do that. Mine is a toaster oven combo. So I have trays. It's out of screen right now because it makes a lot of noise and you can't hear me if I turn it on. So we're going to do a before and after, and I'll show you after it's done. So we may or may not need both of these trays, but I pulled them out just in case. For our wash, once we get started, it's going to go pretty quick. We got some organic free-range local eggs here. I know it says Eggland's Best, but they're fresh. You're just going to go ahead and, again, you might want a grown-up's help because this can be a little tricky and messy if you do it wrong. Like, you know, tap it very gently on the table. So 1 egg. And I'm going to do 2 because I just want to make sure I'd rather have more than I need than not enough. All right. Grab your fork and give it a little whisk. You want to just make sure you break up those yellows so it's all kind of yellow. You don't have to scramble it. It's okay. If you'd like, you can add a little bit of salt and pepper to this, but it's not necessary. All right, set that aside. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our cauliflower florets. Let's set up a breading station here. We'll go this way because the idea is to just move them this way to the landing pad of the tray. We're going to take a little bath in the egg. Just get them kind of covered with the egg. All right. So we're going to let it go and take a bath. And then we're going to have a dust bath. So we're just going to cover it up with crumbs, and you can pat it down a little bit if you want. Make sure they stick or adhere. And then sometimes you get club hand, and that's okay. So we have already added our air fried cauliflower to the air fryer. It's cooking right now off screen because it makes a lot of noise, and you couldn't hear me if it was in here. I put it at 400 for about 14 minutes. Stirring it halfway, or in my case, I take the trays and I swap the trays out using a hot bit. Please, we don't want any burns. But if you have a little basket style, all you have to do is take it out, give it a little shaky shake, and put it back in so it toasts all the way around. If you don't have an air fryer, and that's okay, there is an option to do this in the oven. What you want to do is crank up your oven to about 375 to 400, depending, and you do the same thing. Give it a bath, dust bath, put it on the tray. You can use a regular cookie sheet. Toss it in that oven for about 15 minutes or so. And then halfway through, you want to just flip it over or give it a little stir. And you should be good to go. Go pull it out before it gets burnt. Is basically the best thing I can say. Vegetables, every vegetable is different because it is organic, a piece of, nature. So no single vegetable is the same across the board. So just use some common sense. Don't let it burn. Now, besides just cauliflower, because if you don't like cauliflower, that's fine. You can also do the same thing, in fact, the same exact method with zucchini. Cut it into fry shapes, like you just cut it in half and then you can cut it into quarters or, wedges. You can do this with potatoes. You don't even have to bread those. You can just toss those in there with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. Put it in there at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, stirring halfway, and you have some oven fries. You can do this with eggplant. You can do it with carrots. It's really good with carrots because they get nice and sweet. And then you can experiment with what kind of flavorings you like. And I really hope you branch out from just cauliflower. Again, it is up to you and your personal tastes. Of course, when you're using the oven or the air fryer, always get a grown-up's permission or supervision. If Your grown-up says they don't feel comfortable and with you doing it yourself, let them help you, because we don't want any burns. We don't want anyone to get hurt doing this, because anytime you handle hot things like an oven or an air fryer, you always want to make sure you have supervision, because safety is first. Also, just something I should have mentioned earlier, when you are cooking anything, always make sure you wash your hands and pull your hair back if it's longer, because you don't want hair in your food, and you want to make sure you don't get anyone sick if you have anything on your hands that you don't know about. So we have our air fried cauliflower nuggets. A good way to check and see if they're done with adult supervision is to just give them a little poke. And they go in with very little resistance. This one's probably a little less done than I'd like, but that one falls right apart. So just give them a little poke and make sure you don't meet any kind of resistance. It's not going to hurt anything if you have it a little less than done. If it's a little bit on the rawer side, it'll still taste just fine. Again, knife away, safely pointing away, and enjoy. Something you can do with any of your roasted vegetables is get some Greek yogurt and some ranch dressing mix and stir it up and make a little dip. It's high in protein, low in fat, and has a lot of flavor to it, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, guys, and please stay tuned for all the other videos we are doing for other recipes that are healthy, good for you, and not even that expensive. Thanks for joining us for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a lot of fun out of doing the activities, making the foods, eating the food, and we do encourage you to check out the other videos that may or may not be showing up in the little bar down below. Thanks, guys. Bye.